Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I bring you guys our first live Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon Wi-Fi battle. If you guys are hyped for this video and you want to see Wi-Fi battles on the channel, I need you guys to turn up on that like button down below. It definitely lets me know that you want to see more of them. And Wi-Fi battles are one of those things that I haven't really done too much on my channel aside from League play. But now that we have a brand new game, I've been training up and breeding my own Pokemon, and I'm really excited to do some Wi-Fi battles. So if you want to see more, let me know. I will be doing battles on stream every Friday on my Twitch live stream if you want to catch those. So you may see some of those littered around the channel and so on and so forth. And I did say this just a second ago, but every single Pokemon I use in my Wi-Fi battles against you guys on this channel, aside from my League plays, are all 1,000,000% legitimately bred. So we'll talk really quickly about our team here and we'll see how things go. So first thing I'm bringing, I've got this Ninetales here, and I do want to rebreed this, but it is a max special attack, max speed Ninetales, Blizzard, Moonblast, Freeze Dry, Aurora Veil. I know HP Fire Encore might be better, but again, I'm working on rebreeding a shiny one. We've got a Sandslash here with Adamant Slush Rush, so I am bringing the ice, and let me know in the comment section what your favorite ice type Pokemon is in Sun and Moon, because I'm really feeling Sandslash. I'm hoping it can put in some work. We've got that Slush Rush, so it gets double speed in the hail, and you did notice I am rocking the Icy Rock instead of the Light Clay to get that extra hail turns. We've also got our Mega Sableye here, a favorite of mine. I really love using Mega Sableye. Pretty standard Calm Mind setup sweeper. We've got Toxapex here, one of my new favorite Pokemon. I'm running a max defensive set with Rocky Helmet. We've got the T-Spikes there for a little bit of team support. We've got Tapu Bulu, the monster, Choice Band Adamant, rocking some super powerful moves. Look at that attack stat, dude. Absolutely insane. This thing is max speed, max attack, and will rip through teams. And we've got Alola and Marowak here running max HP, max special defense, kind of my specially defensive wall to help out with Mr. Toxapex there. So I do have a few weaknesses in this team. I know it's not perfect, but again, I kind of just wanted to build something that I thought would be fun to use, and so on and so forth. So let me connect here to my opponent, and we'll see how things go. Alright guys, so we are connected here with Kobus from Twitter, and he's looking like he's got a pretty powerful team there, rocking the Mimikyu, Vikavolt, Golisopod, Beware, probably Mega Metagross, and Minior, so we do have to be pretty careful about those Pokemon. In terms of leads on our end, I have to be very cautious because that Mimikyu could be incredibly scary. I think getting up the hail is going to be worth it just because I can handle the Mimikyu okay. I'm a little worried about Mimikyu, man. I really am. I kind of want to try to get up my Toxic Spikes as well as another option. I don't want to let him get up Stealth Rocks, but I've got quite a few little issues here. I just don't want to see that lead Mimikyu and have it kind of destroy me. So I think I'm going to actually lead with Toxapex here. That'll give me an opportunity to get up my my Toxic Spikes and kind of dissuade the Mimikyu from really setting up on me. I can also go for a Haze on the Minior if it tries to Shell Smash in my face. So I really like getting that those T-Spikes up, and I forgot to actually write down his team, which was a bit of a mistake, but we know it's Beware, we know it's Metagross, Vikavolt, Minior, Mimikyu, and I'm missing one. What was the last one? I guess we'll figure it out. Here comes the Minior. So he very well could try to get up his Stealth Rocks, but again, this is not something I really want to mess a whole lot around with. So we're going to leave with our Toxapex here, and again, I have a few different options. He's going to get his shields down, so that shield is going to pop up. And again, I am worried about a potential Shell Smash here. That is something that would be pretty detrimental to my team, but I do think I could take one hit from him. So I think I'm going to go for the Scald here and just try to get as much damage off on him as I can and potentially break any sort of shields down he would go for. He is going to just go for that Shell Smash right off the bat. That is going to give him a tremendous boost to his stats. He's going to lose his special defenses, and we'll see if he does activate a White Herb or not. And that'll kind of give us a little bit of intel on his set. He does not, so the Scald is going to come off here. Now, I don't think it's going to do a tremendous amount, but we are going to knock him below where that shield is going to essentially kind of be deactivated here. So he's going to pop out of his shield. And maybe I can actually look and see in terms of his team here. It is actually going to show me. So the last Pokemon was the Golisopod. That was what I was missing, Golisopod. So Minior is very, very strong, and there's a good chance it could actually do some serious damage to me right now. But I think my best interest is just to go for another Scald here. And if he does try to attack me, he's gonna hit us like really hard. But I think going for the Scald is the right choice. He just goes to the Explosion. I had a feeling that was a possibility, but it really wasn't worth me risking anything. And I don't know if we're gonna live, but we live on 19, which is amazing. So shouts to the homie Venomax actually living that Explosion. And I could have gotten T-Spikes up, but again, I wasn't gonna risk this thing going for some sort of insane move, hitting me really hard and putting me in a bad spot. So we'll see what he's going to go into now. In terms of what Pokemon might be good against me, he could try to go into his Vikavolt now and put some pressure on. I have a great Vikavolt switch in though, and a very specially defensive Lightning Rod Marowak. So here comes Peekaboo. which is that Mimikyu, and I actually think that we have some usefulness here for keeping our Venomax alive here, or Toxapex. But the problem is this Peekaboo could try to set up in my face, and if it does, it'll actually really destroy me right now. So I have a kind of a tough decision to make. I don't know if I want to allow him to set up, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to allow him to, you know, if I switch, he could set up in my face. So I'm kind of a little nervous about that. The chance of him going for like a Swords Dance here is pretty high. But keeping Toxapex around is just, it's such a valuable Pokemon. So that's why I'm feeling like it's in my best interest to switch here. I think if I go into Ninetales, I can outspeed him and put in some work. So let's actually just go into Ninetales here. That'll give me an opportunity to get the hail up, and I'll definitely outspeed him, and I can break his potential disguise. We'll see what he goes for though first. He may just go for a Swords Dance here and try to set up in our face, but at the very least, I'll hopefully be able to break his disguise in the next turn. He does go for a Swords Dance. Now it is possible he can go for a Shadow Sneak here and do a pretty solid amount of damage to us. So we're kind of in a situation where we have to just kind of deal with that. I think it's in my best interest to just attack this thing, but I also feel like getting an Aurora Veil up would be really nice too. But I gotta break this thing's disguise here, because this thing is very scary. Aurora Veil would definitely help the rest of the team. I don't know if Mimikyu gets anything to take on Sandslash, so I'm thinking I should just go for the Aurora Veil, but he's gonna knock me out with 2 hits anyway, so that's why I'm kind of conflicted here. His best play is to either Shadow Sneak me or to simply just go for like a play rough, and either of those are gonna be pretty detrimental to my team. I think I'm just gonna go for the Blizzard here and see if we can live a Shadow Sneak. We are gonna connect the Blizzard obviously because it's 100% accurate in hail, and that will break the disguise. But I think if he goes for a play rough here, he's probably going to just destroy us. But at least we got rid of the disguise, which is pretty useful. He's going to hold up his red card and switches out, which is actually, depends on what we go into here. We're going to go into Toxapex, so that actually is probably one of the best case scenarios. And he goes for a second Swords Dance right in front of our face. Yikes. I am very nervous here because he's just going for the sweep. The good news is I do have Prankster Sableye, which could potentially Will-O-Wisp this thing. I'm gonna go for the Haze here on the off chance I can not die, but he goes for the Shadow Claw. He's gonna hit us really hard. That'll definitely knock us out, but we are gonna get the Rocky Helmet damage off on him. So Toxapex was very valuable for us, but I think getting that damage off there was pretty crucial. So now I've got to decide whether I think I can live with Sandslash, and based on Sandslash natural bulk, I do feel that I can live a hit. So I think we're at 2 turns of hail. I do think I can live a hit with our Sandslash here, so I'm just gonna go fire off a mean Iron Head here, and I don't really think his Shadow Sneak will knock us out. He's actually just gonna allow us to go for it, so that should pick up the kill, and it does. So we're gonna pick up a nice little kill against the Mimikyu there. It was +4, so he might not have had Shadow Sneak. He might have been play rough and some other moves, I'm not sure, but we are able to take that relatively well. Or he can't take it and we don't have to worry about the Shadow Sneak. So that was like the big concern there. And the good thing is I still have my hail strategy because Ninetales got red carded out. So we have plenty of turns there. So here comes Robocop, which is his Metagross. Now I could go for the Earthquake here and try to knock this thing out, and I'm thinking that's probably my best play. Now obviously if he goes for any sort of offensive move, he has a chance to really destroy us, but I do think that's probably the best thing I can do here because I don't really have a good answer to him otherwise. I mean, I can go into Sableye and go for a Shadow Ball, but Sableye's not going to want to take 2 hits, and I have to decide. I think I can beat the Vikavolt on my own, and I think I can beat the Beware on my own. I don't know if I can beat this Metagross without getting some damage off on him, so I am going to just go for the Earthquake here. He is going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to outspeed him due to our Slush Rush. I don't think we're gonna knock him out with an Earthquake. Sandslash is very strong, and that Life Orb makes him pretty powerful, but I just don't think this is gonna be enough. It's probably gonna do around that 70% mark, but it should put him in range for something else to potentially be able to pick him off. That's gonna do just about that, about 65-70%. Now, if he's carrying the Hammer Arm, which I'm sure he is, he's gonna just destroy us. He actually goes for the Earthquake here. We are not living this under any circumstances, so that's gonna be it for Sandslash, unfortunately. Oh, we lived! What? What? I am blown away that we just lived that. I am blown away that we just lived that. Now, he's obviously going to have the Bullet Punch, so I'm going to just Earthquake here. I'm assuming the Bullet Punch is coming. He does not show a Bullet Punch, so he's not carrying it. He is just rocking full offensive. You know, he's probably running Meteor Mash, Earthquake. Maybe he's got mixed with like Grass Knot or something and is not carrying Bullet Punch. But that is huge for us that we're able to live that. We are going to unfortunately go down to the Life Orb Recoil, but that was pretty powerful. So that leaves him with just Beware, Vikavolt, Golisopod, I believe, because we took down a few of his Pokemon. So let's just, I got rid of Mimikyu, right? So he's got just Golisopod, Vikavolt, and Beware, and that really gives me an opportunity, I think, to go into Marowak. Now, actually, do I go into Sableye? Sableye handles the Golisopod pretty well because I could burn it. Let's go into Sableye. I think getting up the being able to burn anything here would be really nice. And here comes the Beware, and I don't actually think Beware can touch us, if I'm being totally honest. I don't think it can. I mean, it could, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp here and hope I'm not missing anything. And I am actually debating whether I should go for the Willow and Mega or just go for the Willow. I think I'm gonna go for the Willow and Mega because there's really nothing he can really do to me regardless. Even if he hits me first, I think we'll be able to get off this Will-O-Wisp. Now, the only problem here is if he's kind of like running Substitute on his Beware, which I don't anticipate. I don't really think he's gonna do that. He's just gonna go for a quick EQ here because he probably can't hit me with normal and fighting moves. And we're gonna take that pretty well because we're a Sableye, and Sableye is just a monster. And we are gonna connect the Will-O-Wisp, which is pretty nice. That is going to definitely burn this Beware and really, really limit its survivability and just its effectiveness in general, because taking, you know, 6% every turn from burn is gonna, you know, really, it cuts his attack stat in half, which is the most important part there. So he's got a Golisopod and a Vikavolt left. I really think that Vikavolt is probably next. I'm gonna just go for a safe recover here. He's just gonna go for an Earthquake, and this really puts me in a situation where I think I almost have this. I'm probably gonna make a cheeky switch here on this next turn and just go into Tapu Bulu because I don't really see any reason not to. I can hit him with a big Choice Band Wood Hammer or something along those lines, and I don't really think he's gonna be able to do anything. I could sit here and Calm Mind and just continuously Calm Mind and I just win at that point, but I don't really think that that's the right way to do this because that'll take quite a while because I can't actually hit him because I only have Shadow Ball. But he's gonna switch here, so we're gonna get a little double switch action. He goes into Guzzpod, which is Golisopod here, and we're gonna find out just how powerful our Tapu Bulu is. Now we are, of course, weak to, or we have a neutrality to bug types because we're Fairy and Grass, so we do have a neutrality to this thing. And I don't think anything on his team wants to take a Wood Hammer, man. So we're gonna find out just how powerful Tapu Bulu is right now. I could Stone Edge. Stone Edge would really wreck him, but I think the Wood Hammer is the best play. Choice Banded Wood Hammer. I think this might knock him out. I don't know, man. This is a powerful hit. And it is just going to straight up just knock out the Golisopod in one hit right there. Tapu Bulu, look at it. He takes almost half damage from that. Choice Banded Wood Hammer is so strong, man. You're talking about 120 base power move that gets boosted up in the grassy terrain and the Choice Band. So you're taking this move and stab. Like, so 120 becomes 180, becomes, you know, 270 or whatever, becomes, it's like I can't even do the math because it just multiplies. And this will be the real test here. How much does a Wood Hammer do to this monster of a defensive Pokemon? And that is insane. Did you see that? That is just insane how powerful this thing is, man. Oh my goodness, dude. We just absolutely mollywopped that thing. Oh my goodness. That is insane. And here comes Beetleborg, which is his final Pokemon. Of course, Vikavolt. Now, I don't know what set he's going to run. Just out of curiosity, I do want to see if a Wood Hammer will knock out Vikavolt from full. We are faster. Tapu Bulu just showing what it's about, hitting things with hammers. And that is just insanity. Look how powerful this thing is, man. There are no switch-ins, man. And that is actually my first ever Wi-Fi battle in Pokemon Sun and Moon, guys. I kid you not, this is the first one I've ever done. I gotta give a shout out to Kobus from Twitter for taking this battle. Again, guys, I do take battles on Twitter once in a while, and the biggest way to get in touch with me is on stream on Fridays. We do our Friday battles. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I definitely need to see some love though, guys. Let me know if you want to see more live Wi-Fi battles, guys. I'm happy to do it. So let me know, do you prefer live commentary like this or post commentary, which I'm gonna do a little bit of both, so you guys can kind of let me know. But that was a nice way to start it, man. I'll take the win. Thank you again, Kobus, and thank you guys for watching. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.